What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine. All right, so the Flash dropped today, and it's one I've been waiting on. This is one I've wanted to see all summer. Uh, so yeah, I think this is DC, the DC universe, the Snyderverse last movie where they already had all this in the workings before they going to be taken over by James Gunn, and they going to change the whole DC or whatever. So this was the last one with all the stuff from um, from the Snyderverse or whatever. And I want to say they went out good. They went out good because this was a damn good movie. First and foremost, it was actually good. Ezra Miller was good, surprisingly, annoying as he can get. He was good. He had some good moments in here, some funny moments. It was actually funny. It was actually a funny, action packed movie. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will recommend it. But so I'm gonna go ahead and show this trailer real quick, just so people can get a good quick get a little peek at what this movie was looking like, and then I'm gonna come back with my full review.
I lost my parents. That pain made me who I am. I spent a lifetime trying to right the wrongs of the past. As if fighting crime would bring my parents back. You actually did it.
I can't imagine what you've been through.
I love you, Monkey.
You lost both parents in one day.
Barry! Call 911 now!
I went back in time to save my parents.
But instead, I completely broke the universe.
If you went back and changed the past,
This world must die.
you changed the future.
Do you know what this symbol stands for?
Means hope, right?
I will help you fight Zod.
You want to get nuts?
Let's do
Let's get nuts.
I have to undo what I did.
These scars we have make us who we are. We're not meant to go back and fix them. Don't let your tragedy define you.
What did you do?
No matter what we do, we're not going to be able to fix this.
No! Nobody dies!
You're strapped to your parachutes.
Where's yours?
All right, that was the Flash trailer. All right, that was, yeah, it was, most of that was in there. I think I saw a couple scenes that was not in there, but you know how they do on these trailers, it kind of throw you off a little. Uh, let's just say something. It was like, this movie was kind of like a mini Justice League movie. They had Superman. You know what? I don't want to, sorry, not Superman. They had Batman, Supergirl, the two Flashes, and I'm not going to spoil who else was in there, but they had a lot of cameos from everything they didn't built up. So, and you know what? I just remembered it was, damn, damn it, I don't want to say, I don't want to spoil. I was gonna say it was somebody who didn't make the. It was a cameo. It's a cameo they didn't have, where I thought they was gonna have, and I think there's something going on behind the scenes, but talk about that later. So the movie was good, man. Like I said, Ezra Miller did a good job. So the way the story is, as you can see in the trailer, he went back in past to save his parents, and something went wrong, and now he's kind of like stuck in a certain timeline where things are different. So they kind of did a Back to the Future thing. When you went to change something, and then one thing changed, and then we came back, everything was different, kind of like that. But so it was lighthearted. It was pretty much a comedy with action in it, because they got the scene. Everybody with super speed got to do they did the best on the X-Men Days of Future Past, right? The Quicksilver scene. We just call it the Quicksilver scene, which everybody's moving slow, but he's moving regular, and then then when time resumes, everything like what happened? One of them things. So they kind of did. They had a moment like that, and I'm watching it, and I'm looking like, I know what they trying to do, but this can't. I don't care how fast you are. This ain't even possible. It ain't about the speed. It was more about, no. I know this is like a joke, but I would just leave it at, I'm gonna just like not take it serious. It's a scene where he had to save some people, and they did it. The way they did it, it seems to me, even with superpowers, it still wouldn't work. And it was basically a joke, but then it's like, okay, I know this is a funny movie, but are we going there? This is like some Wile E. Coyote shit, right? It's like, no, this ain't how I can't complain about physics in the superhero movie, but still. So yeah, that's why it was a little uneven in far as where they want to do the comedy, where it was okay to do the comedy, but it's like, are we going to a point where you can't take this serious? Because they did some things at the beginning where it's hard to take it serious, for as the tone, like, and then they kind of get dark later with the tone or whatever. So the tone was kind of all over the place, but I still had a lot of fun with it, because this is a superhero movie, and you do want to get the kids in there, so they had a lot of jokes. And as you know, Ezra Miller is the Joker of the group, no pun intended. Ezra Miller is the guy who makes all the jokes and stuff in the group, in the Justice League, so it's kind of his thing. But as I said, he did a good job. He had to play two roles. He had to play his younger self and his current self. And I'm gonna give this advice to people: be patient, a little patient with his younger self, because I was getting real annoyed with him. But after a while, he kind of, he gets okay after a while, but he really starts off kind of annoying. They kind of call that out too. They call that out, like he's not, his older self is basically, it's like he's looking out for his little brother, but it's like, dude, are you this? It's like he was stoned the whole time. Like, are you stoned right now? But yeah, that's why I think he did a good job, and I didn't really see no problems with the double, because it's him playing both of the roles, so I didn't see, like, sometimes you can catch that double, or you can catch when they did the trick with the camera or whatever. I didn't really see none of that, and it really didn't, it didn't dawn on me. So they did a real good job on that. And I'm going to say something about the CGI, because I was hearing the CGI was bad, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So they did some stuff where, as you know, he go back in time, so he got to go through the Speed Force. And people don't know what the Speed Force is. But basically, when he go back in time, he starts seeing events happen, and it's like this big force field is around them and whatever, and the people look kind of animated. I think that's kind of like a choice they did to, so the people look animated while he's going through the Speed Force, but not, any other time. So that's kind of like artistic choice, but I think they did that so they can save money, or not just save money, but they knew they couldn't make all these CGI people. So like, okay, let's just make them all look like video game characters in the Speed Force. So that's so I kind of give them a pass for that. But they do look like PS3 characters. Like everybody that they show, like when you go back in time, they show people, they look like PS3 characters. Like not even PS4, PS3 characters. So that was cool, man. They got some real good cameos. And I don't want to spoil anything, but they got some great cameos. They actually did stuff in there that you have to be a super fan to know what the hell they was talking about, because they had stuff in there that you have to research, or you have to know the behind the scenes stuff to know about this. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just leave that there. But yeah, Batman was, you saw in the trailer, man, Batman was bad. Actually, he was better, way better than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was just going to show up and put the cape on, be like, yeah, I'm Batman, He kicked ass. He was kicking ass. He was fighting. I'm pretty sure it was a stunt double and some CGI did all the fighting, but it looked good, though. It didn't look like, it didn't look horrible. Like sometimes, and I'll give you a quick example. They got Schwarzenegger got this new TV show, and every time he do anything physical, it's a clear stunt double. And I didn't see that. It looked fluent. It looked like he was actually doing all this stuff. And so that was pretty good, man. Then they got Supergirl. Supergirl, she was cool. She was one note, though. She was kind of like, I guess she shouldn't be happy, but, she was cool. I never seen this version of her, but this is a different Earth version of Supergirl. This ain't the Kara, the blonde chick. Her name was Kara, though, but this is a different Earth Supergirl instead of the one I'm used to knowing, the blonde. But she was cool. She had, Superman powers or whatever. And then I really liked when they brought in Zod. So as you saw in the trailer, Zod was there. They did good there with that. I had one issue though. Not spoiling anything, but basically they had their superpowers, but they didn't breathe in the Earth atmosphere yet. And if you saw Man of Steel, they didn't really get their superpowers until they took in the atmosphere here, and that was because they still had the helmets on and stuff. It's a nitpick. Maybe they did. We don't know. It's different Earth or whatever. But I was like, they not supposed to have their superpowers yet. But whatever. But yeah, that whole end fight scene was good. And I'm not gonna spoil who the main villain, but Zod is not the main villain. It's actually another villain. And I'm gonna lead it. I'm gonna not spoil that, but it was good. So like I said, the cameos was real good, and they had a great cameo at the end. I was falling on my seat laughing. It wasn't like laughing like at it. It was just like I was just kind of happy to see this cameo. But they did it. It was good, and it was like, wow. It's almost like they wasn't afraid to go there. They just kind of did it, So it was real good, man. I do recommend it. It was actually real fun, and actually it had some touching moments. That actually was well acted. So I'm gonna give that to Ezra Miller. So I don't know the stuff he got going on outside of this, his personal stuff going on, if that's gonna affect. But I'm not gonna be mad if they decided to keep him as Flash. I don't know what's gonna go on with that, but I guess James Gunn gonna change all that or whatever. But it was cool. But I'm gonna tell you what, they didn't leave it at, oh yeah, this Earth is done. We're gonna do the other Earth. But it's almost like this Earth is still there if we want to go back to it. So I'm cool with that. It was a cool ending. So yeah, the Flash, man, was good, man. It was kind of like I said, it was a mini Justice League movie. So if you want to see, if you like any of the DC stuff, from Man of Steel to Aquaman to BVS to Justice League, Snyder Cut, you definitely would enjoy this. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a. People don't know my rating system. I ain't talked about it well. I'm gonna give this a super high dope. Super high dope. Close to epic. And you know what? Fuck it. Give it epic. For the Batman. And the Batwing was dope. They showed, they showed him in the Batwing actually doing a lot of good flying. So the Batwing and Batman kind of took the movie though. So, all right, that is my review for The Flash. It was good. Go see it. And I'm going to be out of here. Thanks for checking out the video and subscribe to the channel. All right, peace.